We're going into a conversation about the beneficiaries of the 2Jiajiri program by the KCB Foundation. But let's get a little bit of information about what that is all about and how it's been helping people around the world, around the country.
Let's talk about the fact that over 1 million young people enter into the labor market each and every single year. And with that problem that does exist, every other government talking about unemployment and how they will offer solutions. KCB says, we've seen this problem, and what solutions do we offer? The 2Jiajiri platform and through the KCB Foundation decided that it will empower, equip the unemployed youth aged between 18 to 34 in the informal sector to start and grow more micro enterprises. Now, when we talk about what it is they're doing and the numbers, just those that have gone through this process now, KCB since inception has created 150,555 jobs, trained 35,195 youth, incubated 10,954 youth, and disbursed 267 million shillings loans to support their enterprises. Now, it has also issued 2,225 startup toolkits for trade and trained 6,535 businesses on financial planning. So KCB says, we realize the problem, take you through the skills, we give you the skills you need, we give you the certification, just have you be a business that is ongoing. But even at that, we are going to give you tools of trade so that when you're getting out there to start your business, you already have something that is going on. And KCB says, if you want these and much more information, you go to kcbgroup.com/foundation.
There you go. I mean, it's interesting that we talk about this on a day when results from exams that were written, last year in the KPSEA and the KCSE are due to be released.
Released, yeah.
And so folks are going to be asking the question in the next coming days, okay, so what am I going to do after that?
Yeah.
Am I going to go and get specialized training? Am I going to go into university course? What is it that I'm going to do? Is the atmosphere, is it ready to take me with what I have and what I want to do? So it's interesting that folks who may not have had a shot, because we do know, again, that there are hundreds of thousands of folks who fall off the grid.
Yep.
What happens to them in terms of getting higher education after high school? What happens to them? And this is just a great platform upon which they can make the choice, getting into society later on.
Yeah.
The ability to actually understand that beyond a certain fundamental or basic formal education that someone has, that there's need that
works too. Okay.
That works.
No, this actually works because it's amazing how these things have a mind of their own. Yes, that you actually have a situation where an entity, a business, can actually understand that there is a gap between the knowledge that somebody has at that particular point in time and its applicability in everyday life. Now that is what the 2Jiajiri program does. It understands that that gap needs to be bridged, and it bridges that gap, and it bridges it effectively. Because the need, when you look at the numbers of people who've benefited, what it does tell is that there are many, many more who want to. If you look at the number of people who actually apply and those who are able to actually be accepted, it also tells you of the great need. But what is daunting is when you look at the number of Kenyans who actually enter the job market every single year. And we know full well that the number of people who are employed in this country continues to increase, not decrease.
Yeah.
So the 2Jiajiri program isn't one of those programs that is just a drop in the ocean. No, it's one of those programs that tell you not just of a need that exists, but that there is always a possibility to fill in that gap, to ensure that there's a bridge, that's something that can be done to ensure that of this million, a sizable number of them actually get to be able to fit into the job market by creating work for themselves.
And isn't it necessary, I think, at the point that we see that, I think, in as much as we say that government is capable of being able to, should be capable of ensuring.
You are being polite, it's their job.
Okay. It's requirement.
They should do that.
It's their mandate.
It's their mandate to make sure that certain things ought to happen. But we've obviously seen that there are folks who need to step in to kind of balance, the scales, or to make it necessary for things of this nature to happen. But it's good to see, and the hope is that the balance can become more and more balanced, essentially, as we go ahead. So this hour we will be having a conversation about, this program and some of the fundamental things that go into learning when it comes to that. And our guest for this hour is here seated. Maureen Wanja Mbugua is a KCB Foundation 2Jiajiri program participant, participated in the program, and she's here with us this morning. Maureen, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
We say Happy New Year until Dennis says until Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
After Valentine's Day, we start saying other things.
All right. It's true.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know this. So you learn something new every day. Karibu sana.
Asante.
You're in the hot seat of the situation room this morning, but you are telling us today about your experience, and we've just been talking about the 2Jiajiri program with the KCB Foundation and how that all works. But before we get into that, our cup of tea is a proverb every day, and so CT goes to many African countries, different African country every week, and lands on one country and gives us proverbs. So what we'd like you to do.
Yes.
So we give you a cup of tea and then we give you a job.
All right.
Tell us what that means and how you would interpret it. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Voila.
All right. So
let him give you the proverb.
Okay.
That would have been interesting if you could interpret it without hearing it, but okay.
You just tapped into City's head, yeah?
This is good. We're off to a good start here. Yes. Our proverbs for the whole of this week come from the Republic of Kenya. Okay? And the proverbs are in the language that we consider and know to be our national language, Kiswahili. Chema chajiuza, kibaya chajitembeza.
Oh my God.
Right.
Chema chajiuza, kizuri,
Kibaya
kibaya chajitembeza.
Yes.
Okay. I would interpret it as oh my God.
You know.
Yes. I would say oh my God. Let me just think about it.
Breathe.
First breathe. It usually helps to stay alive.
Don't overthink it. Believe me, it's not that complicated. Just say what comes to your mind.
Okay.
Your interpretation can't possibly be wrong because it's how it resonates with you, what you think it means.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I think it means that when you're good at something, obviously it will help you thrive. And if you're not, then people will just disregard you and they won't.
See?
Yes.
Told you.
Yeah.
There you are. You have given us an interpretation. Yes.
And hand to chest, you're still alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It worked. Absolutely. So for sure. We're having this conversation this morning, so once again, welcome. And we're looking at, all right, so you participated in the 2Jiajiri program.
Yes.
Give us a little bit of that story and how that all started and what you did to, get you to where you are today.
Okay. Yeah. So initially, KCB Foundation, it started as the Nico Works program. I applied for that and I got the and I got the chance. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to enroll at the time because I was working full time. Okay. Yeah, so the next time they came with this other program called 2Jiajiri, and then I applied again, and fortunately, I don't know, I think I'm in the good books of God. I got the chance again. And when I got the chance, I got the opportunity to enroll at Filamu, and that's where I was training for film production. And that's where I've been, and I trained in film production, and there are so many other opportunities in 2Jiajiri because they offer so many technical trainings and also in creative arts. Yes.
So prior to you getting to 2Jiajiri platform, studying about film, what were you doing before that?
I was doing interior design. I'm in the creative space. Yes. And I've always wanted to be to do photography since way back when I was a kid. Then when I joined the program, that's when I realized there's more to. It's not only photography. I can do directing, all those things. It's a whole field of so many things involved in it. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Maureen is a passionate filmmaker and a creative, and she likes telling stories that resonates with people. And yes.
So I did say tell us about yourself. I didn't say give us a summary of yourself. Somebody is good.
Yeah.
Somebody is very good. Because this passionate person then wanted to do interior design.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I love arts a lot. And anywhere you put me, whether it's painting, sculpturing, anything, I'll do it.
That is something you actually love.
Yes, I love
You're
it.
gifted.
Yes, I'm gifted in
And
that.
so that's why you went for interior design.
Yes, interior design, and then now later I was like, since I've always wanted to do photography, let me just enroll in this program. Maybe I'll get. I'll learn more about it, which I did, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity. And yeah.
What is it about photography that made sort of like embraced your interest? What is it?
My interest was just capturing moments, and also when you take photos of people and they're smiling, and maybe someone is in a bad mood, and then you give them a nice photo of them, they cheer up. So that's what I really wanted to do.
So actually, you like people.
Yes, I like people.
Yes.
Yes.
And so because you do, you wanted something that perhaps brings you closer to people, gets you to understand people a little bit more.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
It feels like he's inside your brain, doesn't it? Oh, that's what he does. So how did you go? Because obviously, so now you have a passion to do something, never got the opportunity to be able to live out that passion and live out.
Yeah.
But then you were presented with the opportunity to train in the tools that would give you essentially work in that passion.
Yeah.
So what was the application process like? What did you, yes, we know you applied twice, got it twice.
Yeah.
But then how was that? What did you have to do? What did you have to bring? What did you have to have in order to be accepted into the program?
Okay, for me, I'm always curious. Anytime I'm on the internet, like I just like learning about things. So I think one day I was just going through Google and I was searching about photography in Kenya and opportunities, and that's when I saw the Nico Works. And I was like, oh, this looks interesting, and it's a scholarship. So I was like, let me just enroll for it. So it's just popped up on my feeds and the Google, and I applied for it. And you don't really need anything. You just need to be 18 and above. Yeah. So and you have to be passionate to be for you to enroll in it.
Okay.
So here you are. You have your interior design gig that you're really passionate about. KCB 2Jiajiri comes through and says, okay, so I'll come and we will train you for you to achieve also the dream that you have, which is photography, filmmaking, and all that. So in terms of, let's combine both. Let's combine your interior designing gig that you're really good at, and then you have the photography, combining all these into a business. How has that helped propel your interior designing gig, or also just you becoming a filmmaker, independent filmmaker and a photographer out there? How has that been, bearing in mind that KCB 2Jiajiri also gives you the skill of being an entrepreneur and all that?
Okay. Well, since I'm good in interior design, that skill comes in film as I can do set designing. I can dress people because I like styling. Yeah, so that is something I can incorporate in my film journey. And what was the other question again?
In terms of just those two skills helping your business grow.
Okay. Yeah, that is something I can venture into set designing only if I want to just be a set designer in film production. And as well, I can be a director or a producer because I've already done film. Yes.
So what was it like? I want to take you back to after you applied and you got accepted into the program. What did that mean that you needed to do?
Okay. When you first get you're sent an email, a message that you've been selected to be one of the participants, and you're given a date to come for orientation. You go there and they take you through the program, and they say they take you through everything, how it's gonna be, and if you're willing to commit yourself, all those things. And then now you fill the paperwork, of course, and then after that they tell you a date when the classes are going to start, and the training takes three months, and then you go for internship for another 3 months. So that's a 6 months course training.
And were you still working at the time when you did this course? Or did
No,
you have
fortunately, my contract had ended that time, so I had the chance to just be fully committed to film production. Yeah.
So it took 6 months.
Yes, 6
So after
months.
6 months, what did you have?
After 6 months, I still continued doing my internship where I was. They extended my internship.
Okay.
Yes. And fortunately, it ended December last year.
December last year.
Yeah.
So here now you have your interior gig that is going well. You've attended your classes. You are on internship and you're doing good.
Yeah.
Now you are outside and there's this skill that you have been given, and maybe someone is listening here and they want to know more about the project in terms of I am working. For you are not working. I am working. In terms of just commitment to this project, how important is it? And the people who are listening, how do they get themselves on this program as well?
Okay, it's really difficult to juggle between work and the trainings, because the trainings start at 8 to 5. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend someone who is doing full-time gigs to enroll for it. Yeah, because they don't have online.
So it is a sit-in.
Yeah, it's a sit-in.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what did this program offer you that you would not have been able to get anywhere else?
Well, the program offered me so many skills. Right now, I can do videography, sound design, editing, set design, digital marketing, all those things. I didn't know about all those things. I was just taking photos blindly, and now even my photos have changed from what I used to do before. Now I can take photos with good compositions, good lighting. Yeah. Those are things that I consider. Yeah.
So what does it offer you? What does it offer you? Maureen's media house in the future, Maureen as a trainer for others. What does that now mean that you can do with this skill set?
All right. For now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to enhance my skills. As I've already set up my business, but what I'm focusing on is just side hustles, gigs, and freelancing. And in future, obviously, I'm mentoring young people. Like now, I'm mentoring my niece. She's into photography as well.
You do realize that you're also young.
young girl.
Well, I'm not a Gen Alpha, so I'm mentoring the Gen Alpha at the moment. Yes. So mentorship, and also, I think I'm going to start my own agency in future. Yes.
What is an agency exactly?
An agency whereby I can do digital marketing, branding, designing, and also incorporate film and photography and videography.
What would it take to get you there?
Commitment. Let me just say commitment, because it's not easy. But I'm working on it.
Is it something that you will do on your own, or is it something that you need a little helping hand with?
No, in film production, you can't do everything by yourself. You have to have a team. Yes, and with that, you collabo, and you get to have so many ideas from different people. That
Is there a market for the service that you were talking about here?
Yes, it is.
There is.
Yes.
Okay. Where exactly is that market? I'm asking here as a layman. Maybe
not necessarily on the corner of the street.
No, I'm not referring to that one.
Kidding.
No vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. Now, maybe I want to go into photography. Yes. So, what is it that informs you that the market actually exists?
There's so many channels where you can venture in. You can do photography, like a documentary. You can be a beauty photographer. You can be a videographer for vloggers, and there's so many opportunities out there. And also right now we're in the digital space, whereby everyone needs content for their company or business. So you can find clients who would want to work with you. Yes.
And would KCB be a good partner to help you in this journey?
Yes, KCB actually, they mentor you, and they also put you there in the market.
They do.
Yes.
How do they do that?
they have this program called BDS, Business Development Service, where they train you on how to start your business, how to operate it, how to plan, and they also guide you on financial literacy and also like everything, everything a business person would want to do. And also they give you, they assign you to a coach who will take you through, and a mentor, like she'll take you through everything on how to do all these things.
What I'm hearing you say is a situation of you have this passion, you've approached a partner who's willing to help you on your skill, and on top of, even after going for internship and you're back, they still say, we still want to hold your hand, assign you to a coach who will mentor you to help you grow your business. So how important has that been in helping your brand grow, that you're having a coach who's telling you do this and not this, follow this route and not this, for you to succeed?
Okay. They make you like be focused. Yeah. So they help you to avoid distractions, because this is something that you're applying for and this is something that you want to grow. So you have to avoid distraction. And KCB, they guide you through, like they have this paperwork that you have to fill in the progress, and when you don't have something to fill, it shows that you're lacking behind, and for you to not lag behind, you have to be consistent in that. Yeah.
Okay, so folks who are getting into this today, I mean, obviously, how would you advise that they go about it before we go to break?
Okay, I would advise them to attend workshops if they really want to be involved in filmmaking, and also and check online, because everything is online. You can learn online, and if you really want to apply to get a scholarship, you just go through the process as we did. You go through online, you check the opportunities that are there, and then you fill in, and then that's it. Yeah.
And our conversation this hour is looking at, the experiences that Maureen, Wanja, and Mbugua has gone through as a KCB Foundation 2Jiajiri program participant, and, things that other people can take advantage of when it comes to then essentially building and solidifying your career. I'm interested in the transition between completing the 6-month course, finishing your internship, and then getting to the place where you can start to do something for yourself. Give us a little bit of what that was or is like.
Okay, I'd already started branding myself, and by that I had already clients had already started seeing my work, and I've so far gotten gigs for corporate events in photography, mainly photography, because that is what I've always wanted to do. And by that, I can't say that I'm not somewhere at the moment. So it's something that I'm working on.
Okay, and what do you see yourself doing? What do you see yourself doing?
I see myself because right now what I've majored in is photography, but and set designing. But what I want to do, it's grow more in videography and sound design. So that is something that I'm really, really working on. Yes.
Sound design. What was it design?
For film, sound design for film, because it's totally different with what you see on TV. It's sound for film. It's different because everything has to be captured.
Okay. Now, I'm coming from a position of complete ignorance. Okay? Here you are filming, say, a documentary. Okay, talking about terrible roads in Kenya. Yes. Sound. Okay, how would sound feature in such a documentary? What would it be doing? Yes.
You need to showcase how they like when the cars are moving, the sounds that they're making on the road, like it's causing that. It's
or people walking in the streets, people hawking things, constantly being pushed, matatu operators yelling to create the image plus sound in your mind that it's a busy road. So with natural sound and things like that.
Natural sound. Yes.
Most times I'm a movie buff. When we watch movies, there's music that is associated with movies.
Yes.
Does that also fall under sound?
Yes, it does. It does.
This is good. Now, tell me, I've always wanted to ask this question. How does one determine the sort of music that accompanies, say, like that documentary we spoke of about the road? How do you decide what music would be good for this sort of documentary?
It's something like emotions. You play around with emotions of people. So like if it's a sorrow story, you get sounds like.
Can we say we integrate the emotions of people as opposed to playing around with
it?
Okay,
yes.
So we integrate the emotions.
We integrate the sound of people.
Yes. So, okay. Okay. Sound. Photography. You are an interior designer.
Yeah.
Not are.
Yes,
okay?
I am.
Now, is it possible, is it within the realms of possibility that this skill that you've acquired can help enhance your interior design business?
Yes, it does. Because right now I can be able to film my work. I can record my work and put out there my content when I'm, like if it's furniture, my production process and whatnot, all those things, I can be able to do that. Before I wasn't able to do it.
Wait, you make furniture?
Yes, I do.
We do? Carpenter.
I thought you said interior design.
Interior design is a whole...
It's furniture. I mean.
Yeah. We have...
No, it includes furniture. I'm asking again from a position of ignorance. I thought design meaning you help people, you explain to them what they must. But you actually...
That's consultancy.
That's consultancy.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, walk me through this interior design thing because I clearly don't understand it. So, what do you do as an interior designer?
You can either choose to be a consultant or a designer. You go to people's spaces and transform them. Yeah, there's so many things that you can do. You can also be a set designer in film industry.
Yeah. You're very good at summarizing things. I want you to give me details. I want to be informed. Okay.
I think
you must have been very good in summary and précis in school because I ask you a question, I'm sitting back waiting for the story. You said you're a storyteller.
Yes, I'm a storyteller.
Tell me a story. Yes, this design thing, how furniture come in, what else you design, whether it's curtains or what else do you design. That's what I want to know.
Okay. Yeah, yes. I can do that. Like I said, transforming spaces. I can come to your house, which is like an open space. I take out this carpet and
replace
it, paint the walls, the ceilings, and there's so much to do. I can put the curtains as well. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Transforming spaces.
So you had this before, obviously, like you talked to us about. You had that. It was, innate. I'm looking for how now the program was able to connect to that which you already had.
Yeah.
And I guess it was a marriage of skill and opportunity, what it presented. But how then did the two come together to now give you that what you needed to get now to the next level?
Yeah, I think it's determination and being focused in what you want. For me, like I was really passionate about it, and that I just incorporated the two because now I can be a set designer. If there's no opportunity for directing in this space, I can be a stylist. There's so many more that I can do in incorporating.
And so here's a question where you have all this skill, you are in school. So in terms of just KCB is also making sure that you have a mentor, you have a coach, and that they follow through in making sure that you go through this process successfully. So now let's just talk in terms of how competitive this program is for the participants.
First of all, you have to be like you have to show interest because that's where it starts. If you're not interested and if you're lacking, you're not coming to classes, they'll just do away with you.
They drop you. They can drop you.
Yeah, if you're not serious about it. Yeah, you have to be committed, first of all. Yeah. And they also support you. And if you're lacking behind, they can also, they call you and talk to you first. And if you're not showing any changes, then Yeah.
So when you finish the program, what are you armed with? What are you equipped with to go out into the world and conquer, as it were?
I can do so much.
No, what did the foundation program give you after you were done to then say, go ahead?
Okay. They invite you for these BDS workshops, whereby they guide you on how the business. If you've already started your business, of course, they guide you. If if it's something that you're not doing right, they take you through, and then they help you as well. And also they support you financially, whereby you can apply for loans, and they help you in that. Well, if you don't have equipment, then you can buy from that loan that you get. Yeah. Yes,
so
and also they create opportunities like jobs. For you.
So I'm hearing you say that these program that you get in KCB 2Jiajiri, it's not just about giving you the skill or giving you a coach or giving you the certification that you need for you to even be able to apply for these jobs, but it goes further to even give you access to loans. So let's just talk about you being an alumni of this exercise. How easy would it be for you to access loan to start your business?
Okay, getting a loan, it's not that easy. You have to be, like, your business has to be operational for 6 months, obviously. Yeah. So you have to be consistent in that, so that they can see, okay, this is someone who is getting clients and is doing work out there, and that thereby they can offer their support so that you can grow the business.
So, what would it look like today if you said, all right, with what I have, I want to have a triple threat, have my own media production at the same time I can do interior, because then you can combine the two. What would that look like for you with then given the opportunity?
If given the opportunity and the funds, I can decide to just come up with a space whereby I can design sections like stages where film their content. If you're a podcaster, you can come in this room. If you're just a content creator who's doing your brands, you can have your own space. Yes, and I can offer also stages where people can come and showcase their, like, theater arts.
You mentioned that you mentor.
Yes, I mentor
younger people. Now, what exactly do you mentor them in, and with what goal in mind? At the end of the mentoring process, what is it that they must have achieved?
Well, they don't need to achieve must have achieved anything before, because these are young people.
No. I'm asking about what you're doing with them. What is it that process will achieve for them?
For them.
Yes.
They'll be empowered. They'll have something to showcase in future. Like they can do this, and by that they can say, I was trained by Maureen. Yes. Yeah.
And can these people, after being trained, be part of, say, the group of people you can rely on to do the things that you're doing?
Yes, obviously. Those people I'm training are the people who I want to collaborate. Because if I get a gig and I want a videographer, and I've already trained a videographer, that's the person I'm going to call. Yes, and
and you don't have to look. You don't have to look much further because you know that this person has the skills that you need.
Yes.
So you talked about the fact that after the 2Jiajiri program, that's 6 months and your internship. There's also an opportunity for jobs. They offer you jobs. Give us a little bit of information about that.
The job part. Like now, if you haven't gotten an internship, they can recommend you somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And also, when they have gigs, like their mentorship workshops, and they need people to, like, support them in videography and whatnot, they can call you for that. Yes.
Okay. There are many people around the country, and I don't think they're held by age, who would have liked to go into a particular skill and haven't. I would like to know your thoughts about what you see others. We had a gentleman also in the program a couple of weeks ago and talked about the fact that he can see people who are who maybe need an extra skill. Maybe they need the 6 months education, but they're not really sure how to go about it. But I want to understand what your thoughts are about the current situation in the country where folks are looking for that extra. What do you see? Is it good? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? What's going on right now in that arena?
Yeah, it's getting better so far because people are aware now about these scholarships that are there, and I would encourage people to enroll. You know, a long time ago there were no scholarships for these technical skills. Like people were, when you're done with high school, that's it. You either go and be a whatever there, or you join your mother's or your parents' hustle. Right now you can do so much. You can and you can decide, okay, this 6 months I'm going to do this skill, and then the next 6 months I'm going to do. And also to KCB, they offer so many. They offer a variety of skills. You don't have to be a filmmaker. If you're into beauty, if you're into farming, there's so much more that you can enroll in.
Yeah. So there are folks who, I mean, just again looking at it, like you say, okay, a lot more people are, you know, how many people, let's say that you met before, and then entering into the program, maybe did you join with or then are now aware, and then maybe have you seen other lives change and not just yours?
Yes, I have a couple of friends who we were in the same class, and they're doing great out there. There's a friend of mine who's his film, actually he's a producer film that is supposed to be showcased, I think next month part 1. It would be in the theater. And there's another guy who's right now he's doing documentaries as well. He's based in Turkana right now doing documentaries. Yes, and there are so many other people out there who are doing great.
So in terms of the 2Jiajiri platform that is out there now, it is seeking to solve a problem in the country, which is unemployment. So in terms of these solving that problem, how would you rate it? What would you say it is giving to help clean up the unemployment situation in the country?
It's really supporting the youth, because right now people are equipped with skills which they didn't have, and also it's empowering people, and it's like now you see parents, some of the parents are struggling. They don't have this kind of money to enroll you in a university or a college out there to pursue film production. Now KCB is supporting you. Like you don't need money to join the program. You just need to be you and your skill, like your passion. It's just you,
And in terms of, say, collaboration with other partners, say, the Ministry of Education, the government, in partnering with such institutions, just making sure that this is a bigger thing that is out there, being pushed by all the agencies that are out there. What would be your message to these bodies?
Well, I would encourage them to support and to be involved, and to also, like, if they can offer their funds to KCB so that they can grow the program to be. Actually, it's worldwide, but now we need to go. Like you see, in Nairobi, it's where it's big, but we need to go to those rural areas where people don't have like phones to access to know that there are opportunities like this. It needs to be worldwide. Like, I mean, countrywide.
So maybe something like, I mean, we advocate for something like, you know, setting up an office of representation in each county, for example. So like you said, it's really, you know, and maybe that's something that can be looked at, because it seems to be focused on Nairobi. But I mean, like I said, just going through different counties at some point last year, you're able to realize that, look, stuff is happening. People want to build their areas. People want to build their communities. Sometimes they need the requisite skill to be able to do that. So is this something that you can see replicated around different counties in order to have it done?
Yes, it's possible. And when people push it, they can be able to like do it. Yes.
And you see in the city, when you talk about these issues, I mean, every county is grappling with the problem that is unemployment. Perhaps these county governments that you have, the MCAs, the MPs, through their CDFs, would partner with such people, making sure that unemployment is addressed. I don't know, what do you reckon?
You know, when you talk about counties, the manner in which counties are run, the role of MCAs, the role of governors, that is a fairly loaded gun in this sense. There's always the question of whether it is that those who are in those positions of leadership actually have a concerted focus on how their citizens can benefit.
Yes.
Because in the absence of that, even with all the money that we speak of, whether it is CDF, whether it's all these bursaries and all this that they have, if you have counties or leaderships who actually have that interest, you do see what happens. And you do see people, young people especially, getting the opportunities to do that. But beyond simply saying that this is the money that is being offered, you see, there's the opportunity.
Yes.
See, like Maureen here, in the absence of opportunity, that training would not be very useful, would it?
Yes.
But she tells us, KCB even introduce you to opportunities. Now, I want to ask this question. Opportunities, very good. Work, very good. Do you make money?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I'm not going to ask how much.
Yeah, we are making money out here.
Question number 2. More than you're making
Don't
before.
say it too loud.
Yeah, it's really supporting people. Like you can make money out of this skill. Yes, it's not just a skill that you train and then sit down. You can go there and make money out of it.
Yes. This one is for posterity. You don't just make money and sit down.
Don't just get the skill and sit down.
You have to stand up.
It builds you in one way or another. We talk about, their high school, their learners who finished exams last year, and in fact those announcements of those results, in a very short while coming out. Would you say that this is something that they could also get involved in, or is that something that they could get involved in as people wait to make a decision about later, as people want to say, okay, what can I do in the meantime to be able to let me be sure about what I want to do in the future? Is that something that they could?
Yes, it's something that I would encourage the youth who have finished their high school to enroll in, because it's start at 18. If you're 18 and above, you're already qualified to join. Yes, so I would encourage them to apply for that. Yes.
Okay.
There is the issue of applying for it. There is the issue of not everybody who has applied for it getting an opportunity. And there is the need for people who don't get it the first time to understand something beyond that. Now you applied, you got. You applied, you got. That's what you call exception. Okay? What would you advise people who have applied and have not gotten it the first time?
They should not give up. There are so many other opportunities out there. It's not just KCB that are offering scholarship. There are so many out there. Even you can learn online. Yes. There are so many people who are offering free skills online, like YouTube. You can go and learn from there. If you fail to if you don't get the chance.
And I think I would also add on that the fact that you've already spoken to the fact that you are mentoring. So the skills that KCB has given you is also something that could be replicated to others that might have applied, not gotten the opportunity, but through you, they could get the same skill set that was given to you.
Yes. Right now I'm mentoring, and for the people who maybe they didn't get the opportunity to join, I can as well. They can come to me. Yes, for someone or any other person who has the same skill, and they can learn from them.
Yeah.
Who trained you? What's the stock of people who trained you during your 6 months? Because this is interesting, because before there's so many things. Dennis tells us all the time, there's did you say catering? Anyway, whatever it is. There's so many of these courses that you can get trained in. But who's training you? These people established in the market, practitioners, who trains you?
Yes, there are people who have already been established in the market, and they are skilled enough. We have photographers there. We have people who are training to do sound design and editing. Like, there are people who are already in the industry. That they train you. And there's this institution in Lavington called Philamujuani. It's an Ednah Institute. That's where we got the training from for film. It's a very big company there.
So KCB partners with the TVET, established institutions.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, one of the things that is very difficult to hear, the testimonies such as yours, because one, we tell our listeners that over 1 million young people enter the job market every year. 1 million is very, 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 very many people. And yet, in this one program, we have testimony of people who not only went through the process, but it's like immediately after the process, there is a guarantee that there is something that you'll be able to apply, whatever skill it is that you acquired. Yes. Are you in touch? Is there an alumni for people who, for instance, trained during that same period with you, so that you're in touch with them, you know what they're doing? Is there such a thing?
Yes, we are. We're in touch. We're in the same WhatsApp group, and we also see online like what people are doing, and we actually support each other.
You support each other?
Yes.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that kind, you know. Would you do another course?
Yes, I would, if given opportunity.
And how would you go about that? I mean, so, and does it allow you to do, so I've done this course, it's working for me. Can I do something else that would be able to complement that what I already have? Would you do that?
Yes, I would. I would if there is, but at the moment they're only offering film production. So I haven't seen the courses that are aligned with what I'm doing now, because it's the same like beauty, farming, and those are not things that I want to.
Right. But it's interesting that anyway. I mean, thank you for sharing the experience with us. It's just great to see that different folks in different, you know, areas are able to benefit from this one program and then do something with their lives after that. Maureen Wanja Mbugua is a KCB Foundation 2Jiajiri program participant. She's been our guest this hour, walking us through her experience, and thank you very much for doing that. And of course, we wish you all the best as you go forth and conquer.
Thank you.
So thanks for being in the hot seat. It's been a great sport this morning.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.